The parade that New York is truly famous for is the one that comes down either Broadway or 6th Avenue every Thanksgiving. I am referring to the Macy's parade, and it is this parade that has been a part of my life I can remember. It is family legend that my uncle spaced out the birth of his 5 children in just such a way so that he'd always have an excuse to come to the parade. My siblings and I were very lucky in that Macy's was a client of his advertising agency. This assured us tickets to the parade every year, and one year we even got to sit in the grandstand, an event I remember as much for the parade itself as for walking through Macy's afterwards. It was fascinating to walk through Macy's when the store was closed. Perhaps the most interesting part may have been that the escalators, always a big attraction to a small child, were not running. Every year they have all sorts of interesting things. I remember one year the Popeye balloon passed us and then veered off to the side where it would remain for the rest of the parade. Smokey the Bear came shortly thereafter, and I remember trying to convince my brother that Smokey, in an act of fire safety prevention, would take Popeye's pipe from him as he passed. One year, they had Evel Knievel in the parade. He rode his motorcycle and did a few wheelies. At that time, Ideal Toys had come out with an Evel Knievel action figure on a toy motorcycle. You'd crank up the motorcycle and it would jump over things. I mention this because at the time I saw the parade, I had no idea that Evel Knievel was a real person. I thought that the guy in the parade was somebody who had been paid to dress up like the toy. The year the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang opened, they had a float with a chitty car on it. The year Chitty opened on Broadway, they had the car itself. Every year you could see all sorts of amazing things. Marching bands, that was often the boring part. Floats, some of which I learned to recognize, like the turkey with the blinking eyes or the tortoise and the hare who were forever racing each other. They were celebrities, of course, but that was always a small part of the parade. Well, the life-size celebrities at any rate. The real celebrities of this parade were those wonderful balloons, and there have been many. I remember the ones I grew up with, Popeye, Bullwinkle, Donald Duck, Underdog, who was very popular with the parade, even after his TV show had been canceled. I guess we do have some Underdog fans here. I've always had a special affection for the Macy's Dragon because he and I came into the world the same year. Most of the balloons these days are based on cartoons, but did you know that there has only been one balloon based on a real person? It's true, it was Eddie Cantor, who kind of looked like a cartoon. Years ago, they used to let the balloons go and offer a reward to people who could find them. They don't do that anymore, which is probably just as well. My wife and I still go to the parade when we can. We take our kids with us, but unlike my uncle, we admit that we would be happy to go without them. We have a special space that we go to see the parade, and we bring a stepladder so that we actually can see the parade. One year, I bought my camcorder. To make things a little interesting, I also bought a microphone, plugged it into the camcorder, and had my daughters do commentary. What a difference it makes! I now have my own voice and view of the Macy's parade. I will tell you something that used to be a secret, but has now become a little too well known. If you go to the Museum of Natural History on the night before the parade, you will be in for a treat. That's where they blow up the balloons. Now, if you get there too early, all you'll see are some vinyl-colored blobs. If you get there too late, they won't let you in. But if you get there at just the right time, you will be up close and personal with Superman, Spider-Man, Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Clifford the Big Red Dog, and maybe even the Macy's Dragon. It is like going to a rock concert and getting to meet with the band before they go out on stage. And so help me, the last time I went, I swear, I saw the Macy's Dragon wink at me. And it is times like these that I really love living in the city. Thank you very much.